Hello my crafty friends, it's Beverly here over at Crafting Chaos, and last time we left it where we'd created the feather stencils, of which I was going to upload to my blog. I'm now back to show you how to make that digital dovecote stamping file, if you will. It's like you're going to get your scan and cut to draw it, and then you'd be able to scan it in and get it to cut it out if you colour it in. And I thought it'd be a nice one to go along with your feathers, because you could create a nice background by inking through and then draw and then colour your dovecote image, and it's like having your own digital stamp. So what I did is went into Pixabay and I typed in dovecote, and this is the file that we're going to use. So I clicked on that, and again it's a free download, and again we can download it to SVG, and that's what we would choose and download, and that will pop it straight into my downloads folder. So what we will need to do then is go to SVG, which is the icon that's at the top here, just to undo so you can see where I've got that from. SVG import, choose the file, and then I need to locate the file that I've just downloaded, and it's bird. So we're going to say OK and OK. And that will put the image on my mat. It's just taking a little bit of time. Since the shape was larger than the mat, it was reduced. That's fine, because we're going to reduce the size then anyway. So we're now going to reduce the size down to roughly about 5 inches. So I'm just going to make it 5 inches there, and it's about 5.5 there. So that would make a nice size card. So what I did then was change the colour to brown, because that's the colour that I'd intend to draw it in. And I also removed the drawing line. I think that's what I did. So that's what we're left with. And if we view just the drawing line, that's what we see. That's what the scan and cut will draw, which looks a bit of a hot mess when you see it like that. But when you zoom in to 100%, sorry, I've got the thing untapped. I need to add the thing back in. And once we've got that drawing line in, we need it drawing, and I think I've got it on this matte image. So that's the image that we're going to be drawing. So in only the drawing lines, and that's the lines that we will see. So that's the drawing line only. Okay. Now, obviously, for the sake of the video, I would prefer to have it in a colour that I can imagine I'm going to actually draw it in. So that's the image that we're going to draw. So like I say, draw the image, and that's the image that we'll see. And if we zoom into 100%, whoops, that's what your image would look like drawn. But obviously, I'm going to take it off the drawing view now, and remember the settings for this are, oops, I've gone right in now, so let's come back out to 100%. So that will be roughly the size of your image. So you've got your dovecote and your two doves, and in properties, if we select it, and I've still got it on the instead of the selection tool. If it does that, it just means you've just not got the selection tool. So we're selecting it, and I've got the outline kicked off, but I've got the colour button selected as brown, and I've got the drawing line selected and the fill function selected. So those are what you should have for the settings set at to create this digital stamp. So now if I view fit to the mat, so what I'm envisaging really is that you would get yourself a piece of A4 paper, use your stencil to create a background, and then create your stamp by getting your scan and cut to draw it. You could then, if you wish, go in, put it back into the scan and cut, scan it and get it to cut round the edge where it's actually drawn, and that way then you could go straight onto your project, or you could leave it with a matting layer and put some inking techniques into the background if you've done it on white paper. And just for the finishing off, I would suggest you might need a greeting. And I created a greeting using Europe Underground, and I just made a happy birthday greeting. So I'm just going to drag that one in, and I'll do another video on creating greetings another time. So I'm just going to delete the second image of the happy birthday. I'm just going to move that off to the side. That's just something else I'm working on. And so you've got, this is going to be the file that's available for you over on my blog. The complete file would be the happy birthday, which is in Europe Underground font, so quite contemporary, not too fussy. And there are your 2 stencils for your feathers, and this will obviously not be included. That's just something that's been left on residual from another project. So this is the file complete. This is the one that you'll find over on my blog, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and happy crafting, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share and subscribe, and tell your friends where to find me.